So I've come on to ramble for a little bit, so just bear with me if you want. Oh, you can't really see it. That's a cherry tree, but you can't really see the cherries on there because of I guess, the way the light is. There's loads there, but they're all going to be for the birds this year. I'm not going to take any. Um, they're already eating them anyway. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. I wasn't planning on doing a talk about this particular thing. But I thought I would come on and say something, and it might help me just process a little bit. Today was the funeral of someone who was an acquaintance of mine. The weird thing is, I didn't know this individual very well. I help a friend on a Friday who has a market stall, and I help out for a little bit so that he can take a break, go ahead, get a coffee. And one of his customers, who he's had for quite a long time, passed away a couple of weeks ago. And I was the one that found out first. And the reason I did is because for some of you that listen to me know that I have the lovely Willow, my dog. And we are, it's like chalk and cheese in the sense of she is a extrovert and I'm an extreme introvert. So while I'm happy with my own company and just being with her and I don't need anything else, she wants to see people. She wants to see other dogs. Anyway, and it happened to be, it was sometime I think back in February, March, and this customer was there in the queue, and I happened to be talking to the chap that I was helping, and I said, Willow needs some friends. She's bored of just hanging around me all the time, and, I want to get her some more people friends and dog friends, because she just loves it. She loves everybody. She loves all the dogs. She loves all the people. So this chap said, oh, I'll help you out, because he has 2 dogs. And one of his dog wasn't very sociable, but the other one was. So we did a couple of walks together, which was really good for Willow because she got to see a new human and she got to see a new dog. And it was kind of funny because his dog is about 12. And she was not really in the playing mood. So, Willow would try and play. She did that thing, where they kind of duck and dive. And May would just look at her like, nope, not doing it. So she would just put Willow in her place. But I think Willow just loves to be in the crowd. She doesn't care. She just wants to be there and enjoy it. So we had a couple of nice walks, and it was a nice opportunity to learn a little bit more about someone. His past careers. He was retiree. Past careers. He talked about family, a partner, and kids and grandkids, and talked about his hobbies and holidays and just all sorts of really nice things, as you do when you meet someone. And it was kind of unique in that in our modern day we get so busy, and I don't think people set out to kind of put their friends or even it could be their loved ones, relatives on the back burner. But sometimes life is just so demanding. Whether it's we've got our jobs, or we've got commuting, and we've got the stuff we have to do. We've got these bills. We've got chores. We've got errands. We might have children. We might have to do the school run. Whatever it is we've got going on in our lives. And I think that sometimes we can put ourselves quite down the ladder, but also we can put our loved ones down the ladder, whether it's our friends, whether it's acquaintances, whether it's whoever. And sometimes we're in such a rush that we can go in, say we go into a supermarket and we're just in a rush and we don't even have time to have a little bit of an exchange with the person at the till. Or someone might help us find something that we need and we don't even take a minute to thank them properly or say, have a great day. And I know that's kind of twee. A lot of people say, oh, it's very American to say, have a nice day. It's a very American thing. But, and maybe people think because it's overused, it's not really meant. But I do think it is. I'm just speaking for myself here. Even though I'm an extreme introvert, I force myself when I'm in shops to actually talk to the person at the till, because Otherwise, I wouldn't talk to anyone, which doesn't really bother me. But yeah, it's my way of forcing myself to be somewhat human. Um, but anyway, but this chap was so different in that he would just be in touch to say hi. And I knew him for a very short time, but there was times that he would text me and say, "How's it going? Hope you're having a good week. And look what I've just made in pottery class." Because he was very busy, he had lots of hobbies. He was retiree, had lots of hobbies, but he also had a huge social circle of people that he had worked with in previous jobs. Because he had a long career in the same industry, so he had lots of people that he would still socialize with. And when we went walking, he'd say, "Oh, I've got breakfast tomorrow with all my old colleagues," and he was somebody that made a lot of effort for those individuals in his life. And I don't know, it struck me. It's really strange because I hardly knew him, but his death has hit me really hard. And the same with the chap that I help out at the market. He's the same way. He said, "I'm really struggling to come to terms with this." And I guess the only message I really want to say is, if you have people in your life that you care about, let them know. Let them know. Get in touch. Give them a call. Better yet, show up in person. Say, "Hey, what are you doing? Let's get together." Because, even just spending a little time, just go have a coffee. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be anything special or posh. Just go spend some time with them. Just give them a call. Just say, "I just want to let you know you're important." Because, as we know, and it is cliche, life is short, life is quick, time goes by, none of us know when more time is up. I mean, all of those cliches. And it is true. But it's just nice to remind those who we care about that they are important, and they do add the flavor to our lives that would otherwise be probably a bit flavorless. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Thank you for listening, and to anyone listening, you're important to me. Even though I've not seen you, spoken to you, I may not know you, you're important to me because you are one of Mother Nature's creatures. And on that note alone, you're important. Anyway, thank you for being, and have a wonderful day wherever you are.